Road to Rock. Flying Whales by Gojira. The world of rock isn't just written with notes, it is forged in moments of chaos that hide secrets no one dares to tell. Some call it legend, others a curse. Turn up the volume. This is Road to Rock, and this is the story of Flying Whales by Gojira. 2005. Gojira are no longer just the heavy band from Southwest France playing to packed, sweating clubs. They are sharpening a language of their own, and Flying Whales is the moment it becomes undeniable. This song starts with restraint. A clean guitar figure, wide and patient, like air moving through an empty room. That choice mattered. Joe Duplantier did not open with a punch because the whole track is built on contrast. Calm surfaces hiding pressure underneath. You can hear them controlling the tension, bar by bar, letting the theme breathe before the weight drops. The core writing came from the band working the way they always worked best then. Riffs tested in rehearsal until they felt physical, until everyone could lock in without overthinking. Joe brought the vocal phrasing and the main guitar spine. Mario Duplantier shaped the arrangement through rhythm, not just beats, but the way the song turns corners. And Gene Mitchell Labadie is the anchor. When the guitars start to chug and climb, the bass does not simply follow, it tightens the frame so the groove hits harder. Here is the real friction around Flying Whales, not a breakup, not a scandal, a creative argument about space. Gojira were coming up in a scene that rewarded constant impact, but this track insists on long build-ups, on repetition that is hypnotic instead of flashy. There was pressure in the air from outside expectations too, heavier, faster, simpler cells. Gojira did not take that deal. They committed to dynamics, and that meant trusting the audience to stay with them. Listen to the structure. It is progressive, but not in a show-off way. The song moves in big blocks, a meditative opening, then a gradual thickening of tone, then that first heavy entrance where the guitars shift from shimmer to grit. The picking gets more percussive. The drums stop decorating and start steering. When the double kick arrives, it does not feel like speed for its own sake, it is a wave cresting. The sound is crucial. This was captured with a modern metal clarity, but a live band pulse, recorded in France with the group focused on performance, not studio trickery. You can almost picture the room, close mics, controlled ambience, amps pushing air, and Mario hitting with that precise, snapping attack that makes the kick and snare feel like machinery. The guitars are thick without getting cloudy, and the pauses are as important as the noise. And then the defining thing, the groove. Flying Whales is heavy, but it swings in its own brutal way. The riffing is tight and cyclical, like something ancient being turned over and over until it glows. Joe's vocal delivery sits on top like a warning, not a hero speech. It is urgent, human, and it refuses melodrama. When they started playing it live, you could feel how it changed rooms. Crowds did not just march, they listened, then erupted at the right moments, like the band had taught them the map of the song. That is influence you can measure. Flying Whales became a reference point for progressive metal that is not obsessed with complexity, but with impact and atmosphere working together. By the time 2005 rolled forward, this track had done its job. It proved Gojira could build a long-form song that stayed brutal, stayed memorable, and stayed theirs. How many heavy bands can slow the pulse down, stretch time, and still make it feel like the floor is moving under you? Subscribe to the channel and smash that like.